Is your HbA1c 7.1%? And what does it actually mean if you have diabetes? If you've just got your blood test results back and you're staring at a number that doesn't quite make sense, you're in the right place. Let's break it down clearly. Your HbA1c reflects your average blood glucose levels over roughly the past 2 to 3 months. When glucose circulates in your bloodstream, it binds to hemoglobin, Chi, the protein inside your red blood cells. The more glucose there's been over that period, the higher your HbA1c will be. In the UK, results are expressed in millimoles per mole. So 7.1% translates to 54 millimoles per mole. Now, NICE, the body that sets clinical guidelines in England, recommends a target of 53 millimoles per mole or 7.0%, specifically for adults with type 2 diabetes whose treatment includes insulin or sulfonylureas. These are medicines that carry a risk of low blood sugar or hyperglycemia. So at 54 millimoles per mole, a result of 7.1% sits just 1 unit above that threshold. It's not a cause for alarm, but it does suggest there may be room to fine-tune how blood glucose is being managed. It's also worth knowing that NICE sets a lower target, 48 millimoles per mole, or 6.5% for people whose diabetes is managed with medications that don't carry a hypoglycemia risk. And if a result reaches 58 millimoles per mole or above, NICE recommends reviewing and intensifying treatment. So 7.1% sits between those 2 points. One really important thing to understand, targets aren't one size fits all. Your personal target should be agreed with your clinician, taking into account factors like your age, other health conditions, risk of hypos, and your individual circumstances. What's right for one person may not be right for another. It's also worth knowing that your HbA1c result isn't always a straightforward reflection of glucose control. Certain conditions, including hemolytic anemia, iron deficiency anemia, and some hemoglobin variants, can affect the result independently of what your blood sugar has actually been doing. Some medications, including corticosteroids, certain antipsychotics, and some immunosuppressants, can also push blood glucose, and therefore HbA1c higher. If any of these apply to you, it's worth raising that with your doctor. NICE recommends HbA1c is checked every 3 to 6 months when treatment is being adjusted, and every 6 months once things are stable. So, if you haven't had a recent review, this result is a good prompt to book one. When you speak to your healthcare professional, it's worth asking whether your current target is still appropriate for you, whether any medications or health conditions could be influencing your result, and what lifestyle or treatment adjustments might be worth considering. If you're experiencing symptoms of high blood sugar, such as increased thirst, frequent urination, or unusual fatigue, don't wait for your next scheduled appointment. Contact your GP or diabetes care team. For urgent concerns, you can also contact NHS 111 and always call 999 for severe or life-threatening symptoms. So to recap, an HbA1c of 7.1% or 54 millimoles per mole sits just above the NICE recommended target for adults with type 2 diabetes on insulin or sulfonylureas. It's not a crisis, but it is a signal worth discussing with your doctor. Targets should be individualized. Certain health conditions and medications can affect your result, and regular monitoring is key. This video is for general information only and is not a substitute for medical advice. Always speak to your GP or diabetes care team about your personal targets and circumstances. If this helped you make sense of your results, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Give it a like if you found it useful, and subscribe to Bolt for more straightforward health information.